If you look at most organizations today, one thing is very clear. We have invested heavily in developing strong individuals within our organizations. And yet, many teams are still struggling to perform, not because they lack people capability, not because leaders don't care, but because the systems that we're working in are still built around individual accountability in a world that demands collective performance. You can have emotionally intelligent leaders, highly capable people, and teams full of high performers, and still not have team performance. And what I see consistently is leaders carrying far more than they should ever be expected to carry alone. They're still the final decision maker in many cases, still absorbing pressure from both above and below, still holding outcomes and risks and accountability largely on their own. So when transparency or diagnostics are introduced, it can feel less like learning and more like exposure to that leader. And that isn't a leadership flaw, but rather a system that hasn't yet caught up with the reality of our modern work. So as we move into 2026, the next evolution of performance isn't individual capability, it's team performance. We talk a lot about being a team player, but even that idea keeps the focus on the individual. And in practice, being a team player has sometimes come to mean being selfless, overgiving, or stepping back in a way that quietly costs people over time. Real performance isn't about individuals disappearing for the sake of the team. It's about collective success, where people understand that not every season is their season. And when the team wins, everyone wins. It's our ability to regulate our emotions under pressure, handle power and ego consciously, take shared ownership, and to stay connected even when the conversations get uncomfortable. Because safety without challenge creates stagnation, and performance without cohesion doesn't last. So this year, I'll be sharing more on what it really takes to build teams that can think, decide, perform together under pressure. So if it resonates, I've shared a longer piece below, and over the coming weeks, I'm going to be unpacking some of these themes in more depth. So follow along. The question isn't who is at fault, but it's rather what conversations are we not having yet?